What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the program. It is great to have you on the show this week. Shane Sams in the captain's chair again. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Luke Skywalker, guys. He's got the Force, but I got online business. He's got a lightsaber. I've got a mic saber, baby. I'm dangerous on the microphone, son, and I'm here and I'm fired up today. I'm ready to go. What am I talking about? For another podcast, another show, another YouTube video this week. Cannot wait to show you a couple great questions from our incredible community. We had an awesome recording session for the Earn and Grow Show again this week. We've got an entertaining show for you guys today. But before we get started, I want to share a can't miss moment with you. Our can't miss moment section, guys, it's where me and my wife, Jocelyn, talk about all of the amazing moments that we get to experience almost on a minute-to-minute, day-by-day, hour-by-hour basis in our life that simply would not have been possible if we had kept our old jobs, if we had kept those 9-to-5s. We used to be school teachers in Southeast Kentucky, living paycheck to paycheck, and there was a limited amount of opportunity created by that income. There was a limited amount of impact that we could have in our old paradigm, in our old life, but now we get to have these can't miss moments, man, these moments you just don't want to miss all the time, and I love to share them with you guys each week just to show you what's possible if you'll just roll up your sleeves, open your wallet, if you don't wait for perfect and you get out there and you make things happen for your online dream. This week's can't miss moment is an incredible opportunity that I have. You know, success breeds success. Opportunities stack on top of opportunities. And one of the great opportunities that I've had that's come out of my podcast, out of my YouTube channel, out of my online business, out of my online community is that I get to be a public speaker. And public speaking is amazing. I actually get paid to go up on stage and talk about things. Like, it's kind of preposterous, really, when you think about it, that you can make a living like that. But the more I speak, the more I podcast, the more opportunities I got. And a buddy of mine, his name's Matt, he reached out to me a couple months ago and he said, "Hey, man, we want you to come in and do some webinars for us. You think you could do that?" And I said, "Sure, man, let's do this." So we partnered together. We white labeled some of our content together, and we started doing webinars. And then this company that does these webinars, they're called Infinity Investing. Check them out online, infinityinvesting.com. So my buddy Matt calls and he says, "Hey, man, we want to come. Do you want to come speak at this event we're having in Las Vegas? We'll put you up for a couple of nights in a nice hotel right off the strip. You can go have fun. You can do whatever you want after it's over, but we're just going to go out here. We're going to do some cool stuff together." And I was like, "That sounds amazing. You're going to put me in front of hundreds of people in Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's go." So these opportunities just appeared right in my lap. And I said, "Man, I've got to say yes to this." So now basically I'm getting a free trip to Las Vegas. I'm going to go speak and have fun and do some amazing things on stage. Me and Jocelyn are going to stay a couple days extra. And we're going to have some fun, maybe go see a show, maybe go pull those slot machine slots. But we're just going to get into trouble in Las Vegas, because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? So Shane and Jocelyn's Wild Side's coming out on this can't miss moment. I'm telling you before it, because I might not be able to tell you what happened in Las Vegas, what happened after the trip. You know what I'm saying? So this is the pre-can't miss moment of this opportunity that came in my life from just playing around, guys. But it's really awesome. Like, the more you take action, the more you do, and when you start earning your income online and when you grow your impact out in the world, great things keep happening. The more doors you kick down, the more doors get opened for you on the other side. And this was just an amazing opportunity. And if you could, if I could go back 15 years ago and tell myself, man, people are going to come to you when they want a speaker. They're going to want to put you up on a stage in front of hundreds of their people because they know you're going to just crush it and you're going to make things happen. You're going to get free flights, free trips all across the country. You're going to be able to go out and see these amazing places. You're going to be able to experience it with your incredible partner, your life partner, the person you love the most, my wife, Jocelyn. Like, I just would never have even believed it, because I thought I was stuck getting up every day, driving my commute, going to work, coming home, falling to bed exhausted, saving up for a whole year to be able to go on a trip down the road instead of, in an airplane overseas, right? And it's just really, really cool how the more success you have, the more potential for success that you unlock. And this was one of those moments where I was just really grateful for the network that I've built, for the opportunities that I have. But listen, y'all, nobody might be kicking your door down right now trying to get you to speak in Las Vegas, but it all started with me with a decision to start an online business. a decision to upload my first PDF for sale, a decision to build my first sales funnel, to start email marketing, to launch a podcast, to do a YouTube video or two, to go on that first free speaking gig. I went the year before I started actually being a public speaker. I did like 3 or 4 free events that nobody even paid me or called me for. I just begged them to let me do it. You have to start now if you're going to have the opportunity later. So stop putting off your dream. If you want more can't miss moments in your life, you've got to take action and you've got to do it now. You got to build it. You got to ask questions. You got to get answers. Then you got to go out and you got to make sure that you take action on those actions out in the marketplace. So let's take some action right now. We've got some great questions for you today on the Earn and Grow Show. I know they're going to help you move your online dream forward. It's going to help you earn your income online and grow your impact out in the world. So let's jump in today's show and see what questions we got waiting for us on the other side. All right, Patricia, who we got next?
We've got Trina.
Hi, Trina. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am pumped. I'm excited today. I was feeling a little under the weather when I started this call, and I have not even thought about it since I got here because I'm having so much fun with you. So tell us about your business real quick, and then share a win that you're proud of in the last week or two.
So I help parents of pregnant teenagers, and
wow.
The win that we have is I just finished the application to work at a local pregnancy center to actually help parents there as well. And
wow, that's awesome. So this hits home to me, like in a lot of ways. You know, unplanned pregnancy affects a lot of people. It's definitely affected both sides of my family. You know, Jocelyn and her family, we've had this, a lot of situations have happened that. I was a teacher for 10 years in counties where this was a really big issue. I was at 2 schools where we had daycares in the school because so many teen moms were there that we actually opened daycares so they could come to school. And then also like recently, I had a relative, a very young relative in our family who got pregnant very young, like a month before her 13th birthday. So this is definitely a huge thing out in the world that people need help with. And I love how you're living it online and off. It's not just an idea. Really cool. So awesome stuff. Good win. What questions do you have? How can we help you grow this thing? Because I think you could do a lot of good and make a big impact out in the world.
So the question I had is, I had several people say, well, why don't you just like make a flyer and put a QR code on it and go to like your local churches? And so if I make the QR code, where do I send it? Do I send it to my lead magnet? Do I send it to my site?
So that's a great question. All right. I love offline and online marketing, guys. I love any way to get people into my online community. Like I go speak all the time, and that's where I make sales. And I love going to the real world and dragging people back to the online world. It's a great strategy. Okay. So what I do when I go out into the real world to do some marketing, physical, press the flesh, kind of marketing, shake hands, kiss babies, and all that good stuff. One time I said shake babies and kiss hands, and everybody looked at me real funny right there. So it's definitely shake hands and kiss babies. You do not want to do the opposite. Okay. So I go out. What I really want is the lead. Okay. I want to give away something for free. I want to get their name and email. I want to get their phone number or their address, right? So what you probably want to do is send people back to a web page that has like an opt-in, because you need the contact information. Because most people you engage with, if you go to the pregnancy center and you're trying to get like the parent of the teen mom to join your membership, for example, and I'm going to talk about that avatar in a second. I think that what you need to do is get them into your fold, because no one's going to join right away. They're not. Some people will, but it's going to be very low. Like, oh, I found you today. I clicked your QR code and now I'm going to give you $50 a month. No chance. That's not going to happen. You've got to get them on your email list. You've got to send them to your content. You've got to build that relationship. And we play the long game with all of our marketing. Like, I just want you on my email list so that we're interacting, so that when you're ready to join, I can definitely get you to do that. Now, here's the second thing I would tell you in particular. You want to help teen moms get through teen pregnancies and go forward. You should probably target the parent of the teen mom for your avatar, because they have money. They have resources, and you want to create a family dynamic where you have resources for the parent who's helping the teen mom through this situation. And then they have resources as well that they can give to the teen mom to go and work through this. because the teen mom is probably not going to be able to join in a membership. But the parent, I know this, if that were to happen, I know the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to Google and I'm trying to find help immediately. So the parent is the one that's going to search for this. The parent is the one who's going to join this of the teen mom. And then the teen mom is going to benefit from that because your ripple is going to hit them first and then the kid who's having the kid, right? So that's what I would do is I would get the opt-in. Does that make sense what I'm telling you to do? Like get them to come to your...
That's what our website is. And so
yes,
parent, like the parents of the pregnant teenagers is what we're
for sure.
going for. We've had 2 pregnant teenagers ourselves. We set all the guidelines, set all the boundaries. And so, I guess our roundabout motto is we're alive, the kids are alive, so we must not totally suck at it. So
that's the best sales pitch I've ever heard. Everyone should just take that. Look, we don't totally suck at this, but you're going to suck at it without our help. That's what you have to tell them. You are going to suck at this in the beginning. We sucked at it when it all started, and then we sucked less. Yeah. And then finally we didn't suck, and now we're pretty much not sucking at this.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I what's funny is like when you say stuff like that out loud, it's like we kind of get joking about it. I really believe if more people would say the words that come out of their mouth first in their marketing, they would win. And like, don't soften that. People are looking for your personality, and that was hilarious. And like, you should totally say like that. Do you guys have a podcast? Do you have a podcast?
No, but we're working on it. Definitely.
Yeah. Get the YouTube channel and the podcast going. And you know how like at the beginning of my podcast, it says, hey, welcome to this, blah, blah, blah. We help people make money online, whatever it says. You should be like, hey, we had 2 pregnant teenagers and we're all still alive and we don't totally suck at this. And in fact, we're pretty good at it. So tune in every week and you will learn how to not suck at being a parent of a teen mom too, or whatever, right? Like use that and everything. Is your website live? What's your URL?
So it's unexpectedtoexpecting.com.
Wow. All right. Awesome stuff. Let's give Trina a big standing ovation as she exits the stage. Awesome stuff. She's going to go get those opt-ins out. And then everybody who listens to this later on any of our shows, whether it's on YouTube, the podcast, if you are dealing with a situation like that, head over to their website and check it out so that you can learn more about that.
Thank you.
As well. You're welcome. See you, Trina. Thank you very much. If you want to be a part of the Earn and Grow show every single week, you have to be a member of our incredible online community where we have hundreds of people out there starting, building, and growing online incomes of their own. You know what our goals are, man? Our goals are to help you. Honestly, my ultimate goal for everybody is first to replace your income so that you can work at home and you can take control of your life. Then my goal for you is to build that into a 6-figure business. I want you to make $120,000 a year. You only need 200 people to pay you $50 a month, 100 people to pay you $100 a month in your online community so that you can go out and make 120 grand a year. It's a great living for anybody out there in the world. And plus, we want to scale your impact. We want to grow your impact. First, you earn your income and then you grow your impact. That's how it works, right? Like Trina is going to be able to go out. She's going to be able to help hundreds of families who are going through this situation. This is a big thing that happens all across the world in the United States. She's going to be able to go out there and help some people navigate those choppy waters. That's what we do in our online communities is we impact the world as well. So make sure that you are a member of our community. Make sure you're checking all of that out. And you get to come to these shows live. We tape these live with our community. And then a few months later, we share them out with the world. Not all the questions make it out too. So you're going to get a lot of bonus content. Make sure that you are a part of our community if you want to be a part of the show. All right, let's see. Who we got next, Patricia?
All right, up next is Suzette Collins.
Suzette. I love you, Suzette. Get up here. Regular on the show. A joy at all times of her life. How you doing, Suzette?
Oh, pretty good. me. I didn't do my vocal warm-ups this morning. Woo-woo. Pardon me.
Oh, that was amazing. Oh, my gosh. So now you know why I was so glowingly gushing about you as you were coming up, because you're a joy. All right. What's going on? Hey, tell everybody about your business real quick, and then tell them what your biggest win is in the last week or two.
Well, I teach drama teachers how to teach stage makeup to their students. And I have also had an inspiration from Shane to do an ebook for dance parents who don't know how to do their dance kids' hair or their makeup. I have a couple of wins. I have all of the instructions written for both of them. Nice. I am working on this is part of my question, actually. I'm working on getting the photos ready for both of them, and then they'll be ready to go. My question is, I have also decided to kill two birds with one stone because of you. It's all your fault, Shane.
It's my fault. I do that.
All your fault.
What you're saying is you're blaming me for your efficiency. That's what you're blaming me for, is ruthless efficiency in your life. Okay, I'll take it. If I'm going to get blamed for something, I'll take ruthless efficiency.
That's right. So, you were talking about making content, and you can use make your videos, and you can use them for stills, and you can use the text for a blog, and blah, blah, blah. So I've decided to do the videos for the instructions, braiding hair or ponytails or whatever I'm doing, and then use the stills for the photos for the book. And then they can have a link to watch the video for more detail. I'm smart like that. But I don't know anything about editors and what are the best video editors, and does it really matter? Can I just learn something real quick and, help me.
Yeah. Let me bring Kevin up. Is Kevin still here? Kevin, jump on here. Let's talk about this. Kevin does all our stuff. You know what I'm saying? So so let's jam with Kevin here so we can talk about this on how we build this. So I know that for one thing, what I would really recommend is make sure you have a 4K camera, because if you're going to use stills, you're going to want a really nice camera. Okay. So that would be the first thing I would say to do. Now, once you have the videos recorded, okay, I would probably keep it simple. How would you do this, Kevin? Because this is more your wheelhouse than mine. That's the one beautiful thing about this community too, guys, is I do not have a monopoly on all knowledge. So we have a team and a community that we can tap into here. But Kevin, what would you use? You're muted right now, by the way.
So you can use your phone actually as a webcam now. If you have that latest iOS and the latest OS on your phone, it'll, whenever you get close enough to your computer, it'll sync up.
Do you have that? What iPhone do you have, Suzette? Do you have an iPhone?
I have the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I've also used
probably good
my laptop too to record a video. I did a clown makeup class, and I just sat here with my stuff and did it on my laptop and recorded it here.
What kind of laptop do you have?
It's a Microsoft blah, 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 blah.
Okay, cool. I would probably on the
the one that's a tablet that can convert to a laptop. I just take my keyboard on and off, and
like a Surface or something.
Yes, it's a Surface Pro 7 or something like that. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Microsoft is a cuss word in our household. We only use Apple products. But you know what? You go with whatever. You just stop swearing on my show. I'm just saying. But no, what I would do is order a better webcam. I would guess that on a Microsoft product, I would guess that camera is not the best. So the phone's fine. The iPhone 12 Pro Max should be fine. But I would definitely get I have a NEXIGO. It's called Nexigo or something like that, 4K camera. So something like that, just get something that you can plug in. Okay. So let's make sure so we got cameras done. Now, what should she use to edit the videos? And then how would you do the screen grabs, Kevin?
For editing videos, I've always only used iMovie, but if you're PC and not Mac, then there's Descript.
Camtasia, maybe? Camtasia or Descript? What's Descript? What is that, Kevin? I don't know what Descript is.
So Descript is a program that you can use to edit, and it will write transcripts for your videos, and you can remove words, and it will automatically remove that part of the video too. So it's like editing a transcript and video at once. A lot of people will talk about that you can, it'll have the transcript. You can just take words out and it'll edit the video accordingly. I think it can be a little choppy, but yeah. I mean, it's a good tool to use.
Then I guess the screenshots that she wants to pull out, you could just do a screen capture probably on that film. And as long as it's filmed correctly, it should be good. I wonder if there's an AI tool that could do this better. You know what I'm saying? Patricia, do you know of anything? She's our resident AI ninja. Just audio. I don't know. Maybe we could find that for Suzette and help her figure this out, Yeah,
definitely. So tell me one more time, you're looking for a tool to...
Is there an AI tool that pulls screenshots from videos like that? There has to be something like that out there.
Yeah, there's plenty. There's ones that will pull 60 second, 15 seconds, You can also, I do this a lot. You just pause where you want it and literally do a screenshot from your phone.
Screenshot.
Yeah, you can pretty much do that in any video editor. Just pause it and then screenshots.
All right, so we've got that taken care of now. You can film it, you can record it, you can edit it, and you can take a picture. So what was your follow-up real quick?
When I'm using my phone, is there a way to record it from my phone and store it automatically on my laptop?
If you had a Mac, there would be. If you had a Mac, you can sync it all up and all that stuff, and you can do all of that. And honestly,
otherwise, I'm gonna have to use my iTunes that's on my laptop and connect my phone and sync it up and say
transfer it. Right. You just got to transfer it. Yeah. Now you can also do things like if you want to, what you can do is get Google Drive or something on your phone.
Yeah.
And then just upload it to the cloud. You don't have to transfer it to the computer. Then you can just download it from the cloud. So that would work. Regardless if you use Microsoft or anything else, it really is super convenient to use Apple products because they all talk, right? Like I have an iMac. I have an iMac in my office. I have an iMac in my guest bedroom. I have a laptop and I have my phones, and it's all everywhere I sit down.
They all talk to each other.
They're all there. It's just right there.
They're all there.
We're here together.
One big family.
Yes. One big happy family. You've got the dysfunctional family with the drunk uncle. You know what I'm saying? You got the iPod, the iPhone, and then all of a sudden the drunk uncle Microsoft computer walks in. You're like, dude, you're ruining Christmas. What is happening? What are you doing?
They're making fun of my computer.
I'm just playing. All right, cool. All right, so listen, let's do this. Let's take this conversation. If you have any follow-ups to the forums, you can hit me up in the Suzette
I'm good.
VIP circle.
Yep.
And we'll do that. So let's give Suzette a big hand here. Thanks. Give her a hand. You're welcome. Give her a big hand as she exits the stage. Woo! Oh man, she is hilarious, and I love talking to her so much. It's so funny. All right, let's. Who's next, Patricia? Who we got next?
We got Damien.
Damien. All right, come on, Damien. Jump up here.
Name, so I will not say the last name.
Now you're paranoid. See, you make one mistake. You got to just take the mistakes in the chin. Got to take it in the chin, right? Damien, what's up? Welcome to the show, dude. What's your online business, and what's a big win you've had in the last couple of weeks when you're working on your business?
Okay, so I do California history lesson plans for homeschool parents and teachers, elementary school teachers, because they all have to do that. So,
So California lesson plans, and it's that specific because doesn't California have different standards than everybody else?
Yeah, they do. In third and fourth grade, especially, you've got to do the Native Americans and the history and the geography specific to California. So that's where I've started.
And that's an easy one to niche down. Some people are you're only selling to one state, but there's 60 million people in California. So
there are lots to do.
Yeah. Isn't it like it's ranked in countries for population? If it was its own country, it would have one of the highest populations in the world.
Yeah, we're at about 40 million right now. So yeah.
Nice. What's a win? How's that going? What's a win from the last couple of weeks? What are you proud of that you've accomplished?
So school year started. I ran in August. I ran a sale 40% off the annual membership, and I got 5.
Nice.
So, two that bought it on their own, and then one school that signed up their social studies teachers for it. So
nice.
That was great.
Oh my gosh, dude. That is such an offer converting story. People get just not discouraged, but they get we all want to succeed quickly. We all want 100 members tomorrow, but when you see on the customer to customer side, people buying, and then you see on the B2B, business to business side buying, you've got a product that's converting and doing well. And it's just getting people to look at it. So well done, dude. Well done. What's your biggest question right now? How can we help you?
So the biggest question is this. Well, in the summertime, it sort of dips. So trying to climb back up, right?
Always. Yep. That's the education. People don't need lesson plans when there's no school. That's a problem with that niche. I lived through that for many years as we had education businesses. So
yeah. Well, okay. So one of the things that was pretty effective over the last year was, because this is really kind of year 2, over the last year was free trials, a monthly free trial. But one thing I started noticing in the springtime was that a lot of people, their credit card wasn't going through, right?
Okay.
And then I'd reach out to them or actually, Stripe, I use Kajabi, it pings them and says, hey, your credit card's not going through, et cetera. So, and then I actually noticed that I did a little search online, and there you can get a credit card number just to use to sign up for free trials. If you want to do like, NFL Plus or whatever, you can do that using that fake. I don't know if that's what people are doing. Bottom line is, I'm not sure.
Yeah, this sounds like, wait, I was reaching for my tinfoil hat the longer you talked right there into this conspiracy theory of everyone signing up for free trials with a fake credit card number. Like, but it's funny where our brains go when we're trying to figure out what's happening. So let me reframe this. Are you saying that you saw a lot of free trials that didn't convert in the second month late in the year? Is that what you're saying?
That the credit card just didn't go through, right? And then I'd reach out to them and I would get no answer back.
We have a rule in our customer support. If it's not 5% of our membership, it's not a problem. It's something else.
So
and like how many people are you saying this happened to? Was it hundreds, dozens?
No, like 5 or 6.
Okay, so that is not statistically significant enough to even give attention to, right? We shouldn't even think about that. And knowing this industry, the education lesson plan industry so well, because that's what we did for years, and I still sell things in that space. Is my guess is what was happening is people were trying to get your membership for free for the last month or two and then get out. That's what they were doing. So because that actually happens with ours. So here's the strategy there. So let me talk globally, something for everyone who's listening, and I'll talk more individually. Globally, every single niche has a cycle. Every single niche has a cycle. The most important thing you can do once you start making sales is know your calendar. You need to know what that first year in online business where you're actually making money is going to tell you pretty much how every year is going to go, and you just have to scale each month. Like, for example, like August at our business, the online entrepreneurship space is usually not great. It's just not, because there's a lot, and you have to think a little abstract about why that would be. One, it's the end of summer, right? Everyone's trying to squeeze in last minute vacations and trying to get things in, right? Because then it's back to school. Everybody's trying to get their kids out of the house. They're trying to get them to school. We are very low on the totem pole of thought process in August for new customers, right? So we have to adjust our strategies to cover for that dip, right? Podcasts for us go down in July, which is really kind of counterintuitive. You would think as people are driving to vacation and stuff, they would want to listen to some podcasts, but they're also fighting with their kids in the backseat. So like, podcast downloads for us go down in July because it's warm. People are outside. They're going to cookouts. They're doing birthday parties. They're getting married. They're just doing a lot of other things that you can't listen to a podcast at the same. It's not like being trapped in the winter. You're inside and you need to go to the gym. You need a podcast then. So like, we know our cycle. You have to know your cycles, and then your marketing must adjust with that. So let me tell you some ways that I've done that in the past. I'm going to start with my football coaching website I used to have. I used to sell tons of playbooks in June, July, and August because everyone was looking for the playbook they were going to use in the fall. And in football, you install the playbook in August, right? When you go back to practice, you know what I mean? So like, that's when they needed it. So they only searched for when they needed it. After August, we would have membership. I had a membership where coaches could come every week to like a Q&A and we could game plan together. So that's how we kept people paying through the fall. But dude, after November, when every year in October and September, people would start quitting because they would lose and they wouldn't make the playoffs, right? So as people lost every week, we would have attrition. And then in January, nobody bought anything. It was bonkers. Nobody bought anything at all. So I had to adjust. I had to say, well, how do I plug my holes first? Okay, well, January, what are football coaches? I already have an existing audience. What are football coaches doing in January? The weight room starts. So I made a weightlifting manual and I made a weightlifting program. And it's funny, I was actually talking to a coach a couple months ago at the gym, and he was like, hey, dude, we've still got your weightlifting manual hanging in our office from 10 years ago because it's so good. Like, I don't even sell it anymore, right? But it's still there. But I had to plug the holes for teaching. Jocelyn and I saw the same thing in all of our education memberships. Free trials would work all year long and they would convert well. And then all of a sudden in April and May, people would sign up like crazy, but nobody would convert. So we're like, okay, well, the free trial is the wrong offer. for that month. It's not just the right offer. It's the right offer when your customer needs to see it, guys. Right? You got to think about that. So the right offer at the right time for us, we started selling huge discounted annual plans during April and May. And here's why. Like, let's say it's $500 a month for our membership. We started doing 50% off, kind of like a clearance sale for the summer, because we're trying to stack cash for when people don't buy in June and July.
Yeah.
So we would offer, so it's a huge deal. People would get in, they had to pay up front. We would never offer a free trial then. Right. And then free trials would work amazing at the back to school. That's August and September. It's free trials every minute, every day. Get as many people doing it, get them on the drip, get them addicted to those lesson plans. And then bam, once September, October hits, they're going to keep paying month after month. Okay. All right, so you got to think more strategically. Now that you have an offer that converts, how do you think more strategically during the calendar? You know the calendar. You know what people teach when. So think about the calendar and adjust your marketing accordingly to that, and you're going to see a lot better results. Cool.
Great. Yeah.
Good.
That was my question. If you thought free trials were a good idea. So clearly
free trials are a good idea at certain times of year. See, everything is nuanced. People think this is the most frustrating thing I get with our community and students. People think that there's a magic bullet. No, there's a baseline. You find an offer that converts. You find an opt-in that converts. You find something that's working. And then you spin off of the baseline based on what's happening in real time, right? All money must be managed. So all marketing must be managed. We have to market at the right time. What's happening? Who's doing this? What's the venue? What do they need? And then once you figure that stuff out, then you'll get a calendar. Now, so there's a lot of heavy lifting in that first year of marketing, learning your calendar. Then the second year is experimenting to level it out. But by the third, fourth year of your business, now it's kind of automated. It's like, hey, what did we do last August? Let's just do that again with different subject lines. Now it's easy, right? Yeah. Because you know what to do every year for your business. So you're in that messy middle. You found the offer that converts, you're crushing it, you're doing a good job, you're getting the word out, but you're trying to go to the well too many times on one promotion and people are getting ad blind, right? So now you've got to just adjust your strategy and become a little bit more sophisticated entrepreneur. Now you've got to when you do your marketing now, Damien, you got to have your pinky up. Right? Like you're holding the teacup, right? You got to have the sophisticated marketing to go. You got the caveman marketing down, bro. You look like me, man. You're like a caveman, right? You're like a caveman who put a bunch of books on his shelf. Like, I got these free trials.
Well, that's the only place where I can keep, where my wife will let me keep them. So yeah.
Exactly. You know what's funny? At home, I've got this bookshelf here. And I bring all my books to the office usually when I'm done reading them. But I've got a bunch of books, and we don't have a bookshelf for them at my house, so I put them under my bed. And my assistant the other day was like, "Why do you have 48 books under your bed?" I'm like, "I'm reading them. That's why. Right. Those are my books I'm reading right now." So awesome stuff. Let's get to. Hey, what's your website if you've got any out there in California looking for lesson plans?
CaliforniaHistoryTeachers.com.
Boom, there it is. Keep it clear, not clever. Give Damien a big standing ovation as he exits the stage here on the show today, man. Awesome stuff. Great question, Damien. Super cool stuff. All right, y'all, that wraps up the live portion of our show where we got some live questions from our audience that was there with us in the studio when we were recording this episode of the Earn and Grow Show. But before I go, I always like to reach in. Not everybody can come to every taping. No, only our community members can come to a taping of this show. Of the Earn and Grow Show, whether it's our YouTube channel or on our podcast. Only our members can do that. So if you want to be a part of this show, if you want to come on the show, be a call-in person, you want to ask a question, you want to get an answer, you got to be a member of our community. So head over to our website as soon as you get done with this episode and check that out. You can head over to shaneandjocelyn.com at any time you want and check out all the cool things we've got going on over there for you. We'd love to have you in our community where you can get the training you need to start, build, and grow an online business. You can be a part of our community. Hundreds of people from around the world masterminding together to give their families a better future. We also have a coaching program and lots of other resources, all the support you might need to start, build, and grow your online business. All the resources you might need to earn your income online and grow your impact out in the world. But not everybody can make the taping. So we have a forum where people can ask questions 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days per year. And we got a great question from our forum today from JW. JW says, I got a question about the identity of my online business. Like, I know I should have a website, But do I need to create separate business accounts for Gmail, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, etc.? Thank you in advance for your help and guidance. I'm just trying to figure out where to go. You know, my great mentor in online business is Pat Flynn of the Smart Passive Income podcast. He's the first person I ever found that was making money online. He introduced the concept of passive income, and he's how I kind of got my start, was following Pat. He has a great saying, be everywhere. Yeah, for sure. You should try to be everywhere. You want a Facebook page because some people only log into the internet through Facebook. You want a Twitter account because some people only use Twitter. You want a YouTube channel because some people watch YouTube, but they don't listen to podcasts. But then you want a podcast because some people podcast and they don't listen to YouTube, right? So yes, you want to be everywhere, but I kind of added a little something, you know what I'm saying? Maybe the student's becoming the teacher here, right? I kind of add a little something to Pat's saying be everywhere, is you have to be somewhere before you can be everywhere. It's not an either or, right? It's usually an and. So start somewhere, right? You've got your website. Maybe start with just a YouTube channel, JW. Work on that for 3 or 4 months. And then when you're ready and you've got your workload under control, add a Twitter account. And then later on, you'll get more and more successful, maybe. And then you go, bam, add a Instagram account. So you can do these things progressively. You do not have to do them all at once. The goal is to be everywhere, but you got to be somewhere before you can be everywhere. And you won't be anywhere if you don't get after it, if you don't take action, if you don't start your online business. Head over to shaneandjocelyn.com. Join our community, everybody listening to this show right now, so that we can help you just like we're helping JW and all the people on today's show where we answered their questions. You're only one question away from success. That's it. Ask the right questions, get an answer, and take action, and you are on your way to making progress on your dream. So that's all the time we have for this week. Thank you so much for listening to the Earn and Grow Show. Tune in every single week so we can help you earn your entire income online working from home, and we can help you grow your impact out in the world. That's all the time I have for this week. Shane Sams is out. Thank y'all so much. Until next time, get out there, take action, and build the life you've always wanted.